my name is Andrew, and welcome back to Leo Gaming. In this episode, we are gonna be doing some stuff to go and do some technical work. I've been looking through the airport a little bit, and I've been noticing that we've been having a lot of issues related to flights not departing on time. Now, in the last episode, I said that we got all of these aircraft gates operating. Now that is true, but unfortunately not 100%, as the title kind of pointed to. So, what am I going to be doing in this episode? And I do realize that the actual volume of the game is actually a bit loud right now. Hopefully that's a bit better for you guys. And for some reason, I'm getting this wild notifications free, and I think that's because, yeah, we have a lot of aircraft gates that are housing planes that were supposed to have left earlier. So this one was supposed to have left at 9:20. It is now 10:44, so that one needs to be dismissed. This aircraft was supposed to leave at 9:30. That is to be dismissed. What about you guys? You are at 10:30, so you are technically supposed to be dismissed like 15 minutes ago. And let's see, what about you? You are at 1 a.m., so you're fine. We're at 9:55, so you are to be dismissed. What about you? 10:50. You've got a couple more minutes, so maybe you be dismissed as well. And then what about you? 9:45. Yep. I knew that there was a lot of these aircrafts. And 11:55 for you, so we don't need to worry about those. Okay, so let's go and let those guys get out of here. They're all going to quickly move on out. We're going to keep getting those notifications about flights not being able to land, but we're going to completely ignore those, as pretty much the flights that we got that are landing right now are going to be our flights for pretty much coming into the airport. And as long as we can get these guys out of here on time, or as close to on time as possible is concerned, then I think we should be okay. One thing I am considering about is getting an additional runway and having it go from right about here. And we might get this tile from right here as well. Another thing that I want to go ahead and do, and this is mostly lenient towards the fact that we have a lot of stuff going on right now inside of the game. And what do I mean by a lot of stuff? Let's just say we have close to 2,000 people, as far as actual people in the game are concerned, coming in and out of this airport every day. That is both flights that are coming in and flights that are going out. And that's just the international airport. That's not including this municipal one. So, what I plan to do is I would like to disable this airport. And what I'll be doing with it is pretty much turning it into a general aviation. In the last episode, though, I did ask you guys what you wanted me to do with this. I didn't see any responses, though, about that, so I'm hoping to go ahead and rectify the situation about us receiving a bit of congestion, as is what I'll call it. Now, I believe between last episode and this episode, okay, I didn't do that. That was in a separate save that I did that. I wanted to increase the time between flights to 120 minutes or 2 hours, as I'll refer to it as, because really our flights are coming in too frequently, like to the point where one flight's leaving like maybe hour or so before the next flight, and in all honesty that seems a bit too short now. So that's how we're going to operate this airport over here. We're going to let these airplanes get moving. Do you need to be leaving yet? 3:55, you're fine. 2:35, 9:40. Oh my, you were supposed to have left earlier. Don't know why you didn't get dismissed earlier. You are at 3:35. Okay, I still hear these notifications going off, but I can't do anything about those notifications because we don't have the space for the guests, for the aircraft themselves. So let's see here. It looks like. Oh, and this is mostly concerning this side of the airport. Huh. Okay, 455, 410. Come on. Yes, I know. 415, 535, 435, 425. I think that should be everything. I want to try and make this a little bit more efficient as well. 335. Oh, not yet. 1020. And you're just now coming in? Oh boy. We'll have to wait till you actually get your passengers off-boarded and get your new passengers on board. Security connection. Security checkpoint connection missing? Say what? You're connected right there. Don't know why you're saying that the checkpoint is missing. I'm not too sure what to do about that. But anyway, I do want to go ahead and remove this airport. So the way I'm going to remove the airport itself is I want to check the flights that it has first. Currently, flight aircraft stand G, which currently does not have any flights. I'm going to go ahead and close that gate. All allocated flights will be canceled. Yes. Because this flight will no longer be operating as a commercial airline. What other aircraft stand? This is stand B. Do we have a aircraft coming to stand B? Yes, we do. This one right here. Okay, that's fine. Now the reason I want to go ahead and stop the use of this airport is really most of our passengers are gonna be coming in through this airport now. Like, understandable that we do have aircrafts that are landing on this runway over here, but in all honesty, I do think that it would be better if we just use this airport area over here. So we will be getting rid of this airport. It won't be fully rebuilt, but it will be pretty much gone by the end of today's episode. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to jump into a quick time lapse, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through about my process of getting rid of this terminal. Anyway, be right back. Okay guys, so we're going to get straight on to this time lapse here. My first priority with this time lapse was mostly just going to get all the aircraft stands pretty much shut down. The way I had to do that is pretty much wait continuously. That one aircraft that we just looked at, I am gonna most likely keep forgetting that I had to disable that one. In fact, you guys will be seeing that over the course of the next like 6 minutes of this time lapse. But anyway, what we're gonna be doing with this area when we get done with it, I initially wanted to make it a general aviation airport after we go ahead and get rid of it completely. That is still going to be the primary goal, but it's going to be more of a smaller general aviation airport, as the one that we started off with at the beginning of the series was one that I felt was a bit too much for us to start with. We should have started with business aircrafts a bit sooner, in all honesty, but then again, I do understand the reasoning for why I didn't. Um, but in retrospect, I do regret having to do that. Now you see here that I'm kind of starting on the deletion of all the taxiways and all of the aircraft stands. Now this is prime example of how I had to do this. Also right here I'm adding in some service parking lots, mostly because um, I'm going to be removing the parking lots that we have in the general aviation side, as that's where a majority of our vehicles are parked at the moment. Um, so that really just is going to help us out here in the future. So right here, I go and disable that one, and I keep forgetting to disable that other aircraft gate. And right here, I have to connect these two areas because for some reason, the game does not like it when you disconnect a aircraft stand and you end up pretty much just going to the other side. It doesn't like it when the two areas are disconnected. So here I'm disconnecting that other tunnel entryway. The new one is going to be a bit better. And during this part, I will honestly say it was getting a lot laggy than what I wanted it to be because there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Here I'm getting rid of the second floor of the general aviation building, and now I'm about able to disable this aircraft stand after a few minutes of just being like, oh wait, I need to disable this. Um, so we got no passengers within this terminal. Still got them on the non-secured area, but as far as in the secured area of the terminal is concerned, we have no passengers in there, which I am thankful for. We don't need to worry about passengers, thank goodness. Um, right here, I go ahead and get started on removing all the passengers because for some reason, the game doesn't like it when you're closing down a side of the airport. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just keep everyone that's waiting inside the airport then, because they're still expecting a ride. And I'm not going to have that. I'm not having that whatsoever. Over here, I'm getting rid of all the bathroom areas, and I'm slowly getting rid of everything else. I disable all the staff rooms as well. And then we're just getting rid of checking security or check-in security. We're also getting rid of the baggage claim area and getting rid of everything else. Then we go and demolish that little building there for the baggage bay. And then we go ahead and remove the aircraft stands and the runways. And then right here, I remove the taxiway pass that we have along this runway, disable the runway itself, and go ahead and get the demolish process in for the taxi stands. Anyway, we're approaching the end of the time lapse right now, so let's go ahead and get straight on into it.
Echoes of your words crashing into me. Drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over. And I'm the storm that's taking over. Echoes of your words, echoes of your words. I'm the storm that's taking over.
Okay, so as you guys can tell, we got that side of the airport completely removed. All that's really left are these bus stops, which we are going to remove right now, and that land. So as I said, we are going to be putting in a general aviation area in this sort of area. And what I'll be doing is I'll be doing that in the next episode, letting you guys do that. And now that we have done that, all the passengers are going to be coming through this terminal. So that's just going to be lovely right there. So I think another thing that I'm going to be tackling in between episodes is I'm going to be redoing this area in particularly right here. You guys can see that we got a couple security gates or security checkpoints that are in use, but I feel like we can run this a bit more efficiently. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments, and I will catch you guys for the next episode. I know that today had a little bit of a time lapse. I think that was roughly in real time 20-ish minutes. So we definitely cut down a good portion of this video, and I hope that I can see you guys again in the next one. If this video was a bit shorter than usual, that's simply for the fact that I'm on a little bit of a time crunch today. So hopefully in the next episode I have a little bit more time to go and work with this and talk to you guys a bit more as well. Anyway, I will catch you guys for the next one, and ciao for now.
I remember the ocean, memories that